Officer at an IT service and consulting firm. He is a veteran of the Indian Air Force and possesses over 23 years of HR experience. His role involves leading the company's goal, people, strategy, focusing on talent development, employees experience, and fostering a values-driven culture to drive innovation and growth. And today he will be guiding us on AI with human touch, shaping academia and industry. Put your hands together and welcome Mr. 𝐕𝐞𝐞𝐫, everybody. Can we have a round of applause? Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me here. So, while I was very confident when I came to Shimla with my presentation and preparation, I realized I'm actually appearing as if somebody who copied everything from the previous speakers. So don't blame me for the content here because you would have already heard from somebody who spoke similar stuff. But I'll try to make it interesting and then try to make it a little different with whatever I can. Because the topic is similar, we are all talking about the same thing and we all come from the same fraternity. I'm sure some of us would have used ChatGPT and other tools to get this data as well. So having said that, the topic AI and human touch. Basically when I said human touch, I wanted to bring in an element of what this AI is going to do. And then how we can bring in that human touch so that we don't completely become servants to the tools, right? So, pardon me if you can, folks, it is distracting, sorry. Slides I have, but I'm just saying it's distracting when you're talking. Thank you. So, before starting, brief introduction. I'm Veera Reddy. I'm from Hyderabad, but I work in Bangalore. I take care of HR for a company called Axion Labs. I started my career with Indian Air Force as a short service commissioned officer. Worked there for 6 years as a fighter controller. So, a lot of learnings there, and then went to IIM Indore and then joined the corporate bandwagon. Since then, I'm in the IT services industry, so my examples and my experience is all in the IT sector. So that's what I'm going to cover today. So, all of you know what is AI, right? There is no question about it. Artificial intelligence, so which is different from natural intelligence that human beings possess. So we as human beings have been ruling this earth all these years because of our intelligence. But this is the first time there is somebody else is also having intelligence which is similar to us. We have only powered that. Artificial machines are coming up with intelligence. So how is it different from the software evolution that has happened in the 90s or 2000s? Anyone want to take a wild guess? How is it different from the software industry evolution that happened? So never mind, I'll quickly cover that. So when software evolution happened and then India started getting jobs, we started taking jobs of people who are there in United States, who are there in Europe. Like accounts executive who must be sitting in US. There are hundreds of them working in different companies. Somebody created a software and then one person sitting in Bangalore was doing the job of all those people who are in US. So they all lost jobs. And then there was a term also in early 21st century, we used to call it as Bangalored. People who lost job to outsourcing is called Bangalored, right? So there is an Oxford dictionary term, you can Google it. So that time, everybody lost jobs and then a lot of people got new jobs, but people in developed countries lost jobs and Indian people started getting jobs. So there is a different distinction that is going to happen with AI. AI is going to compete with the same software professionals which are actually thriving in the Indian economy, right? After software boom, everybody started buying, everybody started having jobs, everybody started buying rich, and then that supported Indian economy to a great deal. So now with AI coming in, a lot of those people's jobs are at risk. I'm not saying everybody will lose job, let me clarify that. But I'm saying there is a clear risk because you are competing with your own country fellow people who are already working in the software industry. The jobs may actually go back to America. There are AI tools which are being developed by United States and then all the jobs, or even by our own companies, like Indian companies are developing AI tools, which may take our jobs to America. So that is very much possible. So that is a scary thing to happen, right? So I thought, let me list what all AI can do. There are many things I'll not get into, but one Small example, since I come from HR field, I'll talk about hiring. Shyamakant, the speaker before me, briefly covered it, so I thought I'll be repeating the same thing, but it's a little different. When somebody applies for a job, there is a job application which is on a portal, there is a job posting, thousands of people apply for a single job. And then recruiter goes in. Do you think the recruiters go through all 1,000 resumes? They will go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 resumes and then find a match, similar match, and give it to the technical panel. If the person gets selected, done. Remaining 995 resumes are dumped into the trash. Assume first candidate doesn't go through, it will go to another 5 candidates or maybe another 15 candidates. At best 20 profiles will be seen by recruiter. But remaining 980 profiles will go into the trash. So nobody even sees. And then the best fit candidate may be sitting in 859 in the line, right? He may never get, or she may never get the chance to even be seen by them. Forget about getting into the technical. But what can AI do? AI can scan through all the resumes, all 1,000 resumes, match it with the job description, match it with the education qualification, match it with the relevant experience and industry domain, and give you what is the best fit based on A, B, C parameters. What it does, it gives you best possible candidates out of 1,000. You can pick and choose top 5, interview and select what you want. Everybody is getting a fair chance here. So, does it not sound a little scary from a recruiter's point of view? I am actually not doing an efficient job. I am only screening 20 out of 1,000. But AI is able to do all 1,000 within 5 seconds and then give the best possible solution. So what should the recruiter do? If the recruiter is only restricted himself with the resume screening process, he or she will never grow. They will lose the job to AI, very simple as that. So that applies to every single thing that is listed. Every single person who is doing a job should think about what is that one thing that AI is going to take away from me, and then what is that one thing I should learn so that I become relevant in the future. So that's why doing all of this that AI can do, this is only a sample list, there is much more that AI can do. Very complex tasks AI is able to do these days. So please be aware of what AI can do. Then coming on to the impact of AI, here I wanted to again ask a couple of questions. How many of you use ChatGPT to do homework? Why I'm saying homework is because these days parents do homework for the kids, right? So a lot of you use, or maybe your kids are using. How many of you used recent nano banana figure technology? The image technology. Everybody starts pushing one image inside and then a lot of beautiful pictures come out, right? So we all are using AI in one way or the other. Maybe somebody is using AI to respond to an email. Maybe somebody is using to create a speech. Maybe somebody is using AI to create a notes for the upcoming session that they are supposed to do in a college. Whatever it is. So everybody is using. Even students are using to complete their projects, homework and whatnot. So AI is everywhere. It is not going to. We cannot say that AI is going to happen, not come. It is already there. But will it take my job? Will it disrupt the entire economy? Will it make all people lose their jobs, and then will it lead to a lot of unemployment? Will it or will it not? Anybody can take a wild guess. Will it result in a lot of unemployment in India? Okay, that's a good point. So sir is saying no. You have some.
No, both.
Okay. So AI, so I would neither say yes nor no, but I would say AI will take away some jobs for sure. And then AI will open up a lot of new opportunities for people to get in. Unless you stay relevant and then try to upskill yourself and then try to understand AI and then how it can impact you, you will stay irrelevant. Or if you learn, then you will become relevant. Otherwise, if you give a wrong prompt and then get a banana picture instead of a good image that you are expecting for, right? So, yeah, moving on. This is one statement that I heard in one of the conversations. AI is a co-pilot. Co-pilot is also an AI, by the way. But AI, the previous speaker, Shyamakant, also told AI is your teammate, not somebody else, right? So AI is a co-pilot. Whichever way you want to use it, AI has to be there along with you. So you have to learn AI. I am in HR, I cannot say I don't know, need to learn AI, I am very good with my skills. No, AI will make you irrelevant. With one example that I've told you, there are so many examples like that. Everything can be done by AI, except for few things that humans can only manage, like empathy, compassion. The body language is something that AI cannot give you, right? It can give you a complete speech, but how well you can deliver is only known to you. So AI can tell you where to increase the pitch, where to decrease the pitch, but it cannot do it for you. So you have to obviously learn AI tools. Everybody has to learn to become relevant. The other thing that I've been always watching for is the soft skills. I have actually written an article 3 years back in People Matters, which is on relevance of soft skills in AI era. And it still stands good. Soft skills will take you longer. If you are good with communication, if you are good with negotiation skills, if you are good with your ability to convince the other person, you can do much more than AI can do. So those things cannot be taken away. So be good at soft skills and learn them. Don't neglect them during your college and school days. And obviously the responsible AI spoken by so many people, I don't want to get much into that place, but I just wanted to address that one piece around how government can create a policy, guardrails around AI. In one of the conferences we spoke about having a JD for AI. So we have JD for every job role, right, in the organizations. How to perform a role. We clearly call out what are the job responsibilities, what are the things that he or she will be performing, what is the minimum experience required, etc. In similar lines, we can put certain conditions for AI, what is that AI can do and what it cannot do. Similarly, government, while formulating policy, they will say, you cannot do this. Best example is if you go and ask for explicit images on AI, it will not answer you. It will tell you are trying to search for something that is not correct, right? So those are the guardrails that I'm talking about. So policymakers have to do that. At the same time, organizations also have to get into creating those kind of job descriptions for AI. It becomes very pertinent because as you go more and more involved into AI gets into almost every single job. There are AI agents coming into almost every single thing. So one example in our own organization which we are experimenting is, in an interview panel, when you are doing a technical interview, even if you don't know anything about the technology, you can start asking first question, which you can Google and then start getting that answer and start asking that question. Based on the response the other person is giving, AI will tell you what should be your next question. And then it can continuously keep on probing the individual as well as will help you aid your interview become very meaningful. And then will give you final result as well. So what it is doing is basically it is removing all those agencies which used to work as interviewers for critical skills, right? If I don't have a skill in my organization and I still want to hire a person, I used to go to a third party to hire that person. So no more going to be the case because AI is going to take over that job. So that's why I'm saying the guardrails are very important as to what AI can do, what AI cannot do, and then keeping that construct very structured and meaningful and making it responsible becomes very important. Yeah. So this again, Jai Krishna sir has covered with an example of soil, water, and sunlight, right? So I'm also talking about what industry, what academia, and what students should do to become relevant. Nothing new in this, but just in short saying that staying relevant across is very important, and then making sure that we are being abreast with AI and trying to live with AI rather than compete with AI, be afraid of AI. So don't be afraid of AI. Your future is about learning with AI. Okay, thank you very much.